Ladies and gentlemen, today's video is brought to you by SoFi. Whether you call it SoFi or SoFi, I don't care what you call it. I just call it money. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the online banking institute that is trusted by yours truly, the good Dr. Mike TV, for all of my banking needs. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we all know how traditional banks work and how they really don't give you a lot of money on your interest that you keep in their bank accounts. But SoFi, being an online institute, gives you some high yield savings. I mean, upwards of 4%. Of course, terms and conditions apply, but if you are a new user to SoFi and you use my link in the description area below, ladies and gentlemen, deposit $10, you get $25 free to do with as you please. You can keep it in the online bank account. You can take it out if you choose to. You can choose to invest it utilizing the SoFi website or the application as well. There are a million things that you could do with this online bank. I promise you, I love it. I use it. I personally use it for the high yield savings that I get rather than keeping it in my traditional bank. And if you sign up today, like I said, man, $10, you get $25 free for all of my new users to SoFi. Link in the description area below. Appreciate you, SoFi, for taking care of your boy for this video today. Let's go ahead and get into it.
A group of men come up and disrespect you. What do you expect your man to do?
Beat their ass?
The whole group.
Oh my God.
Man, it's a tough job being a nigga, ain't it?
course.
Jesus Christ. Like, on top of the fact that y'all expect us to pay for every goddamn thing, we
Gotta
supposed
die
to
for y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't really care to go out to clubs, right? Not my cup of tea. I don't really like going out to places where I feel like confrontation may take place, whether it be because people are intoxicated or inebriated in one way, shape, or form that would put them in a position to feel like they want to test somebody, and I just so happen to be that one person they want to test. More or less, I don't like going to those places, but I for damn sure wouldn't like to bring my wife to places like that, because I feel like no matter how hard you try, there's going to probably be a situation where you're going to be tested in your relationship to fight somebody for your relationship. I pray that never happens to me. It hasn't happened yet, and I'm very good with my words. I'm an articulate son of a bitch. I like to believe so. I might joke around and I might use slang every now and again, but I like to believe I'm a very articulate individual. And I could talk my way out of a situation. But sometimes I feel like some people just ain't in this to talk, right? I kind of feel like, I pray it never happens, but somebody gonna test you one day where they're gonna either say something negative about your wife or they're gonna try to brush up on your wife or whatever, and you're gonna have to find a way to regulate that situation. And sometimes you may have to clarify yourself with your fist. You understand? And I'm not a fighter, bro. Now, I'm not about that life. I know how to defend myself, which is very, very different than being the aggressor in a relationship and throwing the first blow and all of that shit. It's very different. And I would hate to have to. But you want to know what's crazy? I know for a fact, because I'm very picky choosy about the young lady that I am with, and anybody that I've choose to let within my circle, I'm very picky. I know for a fact my wife would never put me in a situation like that. She would never go out, do something disrespectful to a guy in any way, shape, or form that would have me defend her in any way, shape, or form. Matter of fact, my wife don't talk unless spoken to, especially when we're in public setting, and that's not a demand or controlling thing. My wife just not social. My wife is not a social person, right? When she with me, I do all the damn talking. She makes me do all the talking because she don't like to talk, right? So I can't imagine myself being in a situation where my young lady's starting an issue or a problem with somebody, and then I have to come in and save the day. But watching this video, it kind of feels like any woman that says, oh, if a man's doing this to you, the whole gang, you expect me to fight a gang of dudes for you? Any woman that's really on that type of energy lets me further know that she plans to, in one way, shape, or form, put you in a situation like that, because she looked like the type of person that wants to test how bad you really want to be with her, right? She looks like the type of person that will pop off at the mouth, and I'm not saying this because I know her, it just feels like that's the energy she's giving off. She look like the type that say some slick shit and then go call her brothers and her cousins and shit and be like, oh, this man over here talking shit to me, da-da-da-da-da, he needs his ass whooped. She looked like the type. So if you are the man in the situation with her, she gonna expect you to fight the crew. I don't care how many dudes it is. She gonna expect you to fight them, and I almost guarantee if you lose, and there's probably a high percentage chance that if you are in that situation, you gonna lose because it's one against many. she gonna probably look at you completely differently, right? She probably gonna look at you like you soft, like you this, like you that, like you ain't shit. She gonna probably look at you with this, I can't believe I'm with this weak dude. Trying to fight many dudes at one time, you take the L, she probably gonna look at you different because you took the L, right? Which is why when you get into fights, ladies and gentlemen, I pray you know what you're doing. I say that all the time, especially if it's over a female. Because if you lose, for some reason, even if you don't lose her right then and there, I do believe in my heart of hearts, she will not look at you the same. I think that every man can vouch for that. That woman will not look at you the same. If you get into a fight and you lose, don't matter how many dudes is there, she expects you to fucking be a movie superhero, right? It's just whoop everybody's ass, right? But at that point, you gotta ask yourself, is she the type of woman that's worth it to do that type of shit for, right? Is she the type of young lady worth getting my ass kicked for, if that's gonna happen? Because I tell everybody, when it comes to fighting in this one-on-one, there's a 50-50 chance you're gonna win, a 50-50 chance you're gonna get your ass kicked. Either way, are you willing to get your ass kicked for this woman? That's the question I gotta ask you. Because she look like the type of person that'll put you in that situation, right? And everybody like to believe they can fight until that first punch hits or that first punch lands, right? Everybody got a plan until you get hit in the face, right? Ain't that what Mike Tyson said? And I don't like getting hit in the face. I ain't the prettiest motherfucker, but I like this face, right? And bruises and all that shit, that's not for me, man. That's not cute. Don't look good, right? Battle scars and all that stuff, that don't look good for me. They don't look good on this face, right? So I don't fight. I avoid it at all costs unless it cannot be avoided. But then if it cannot be avoided, ladies and gentlemen, Second Amendment right, hold that shit true to the chest. That's it. So I'm not gonna fight you. Just let you know. I don't fight. It's not about fair fighting. I just don't fight because it ain't worth my time, effort, and energy. If you are in my space and I feel like you are a threat to me, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It is my right as an American citizen to never mind. I'm not gonna say that because people are gonna think that I'm out here in these streets just looking for an altercation, and that's not true. But you get the point, right? You get the point, right? There's levels to this shit, and I'm not gonna sit there and throw hands with nobody. Why? Because I know for a fact that my wife, the woman that I chose to marry, she would never, and I say never because I can stand on that one. She ain't gonna never put me in a situation like that because we're never out and about in situations where shit like that could potentially occur. Like I said, when she's with me, she ain't out here worried about nobody else. She ain't bothering nobody else. It's just me and her, and that's it. That's it. We don't go, like I said, we don't do clubs. We don't go to places where shit like this could potentially become a problem because somebody feels like they on cloud nine or they done hit something or took something or drank something that puts them in an era where they just feel like they want to squabble with somebody. Because I don't have time to be the person that you try to take your demons out on. Because you and them spirits are going to fucking meet each other very, very soon fucking with somebody like me, right? That ain't no gangster talk. That's just real because I'm not doing shit like that, right? But ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know the moral of this particular story and you want to know what you can take away from this particular video, ladies and gentlemen, be careful with the types of women that you choose to entertain and be with. Because I promise you, that young lady looks like the type of person that would probably put you in a situation to test you, to see what you're willing to do for her. And if that's really what you're looking for, a woman that's going to get you in trouble, a woman that could potentially get your life taken away from you because you're trying to defend her. And I've known a lot of brothers, seen a lot of videos recently, and that's kind of hitting home where guys are trying to do right and protect other women, and as a result losing their life, right? For somebody they don't even fucking know, right? It's crazy, right? That shit is bugging to me. I'm not the type. I don't got it in me. Right? So ladies, don't expect me to be out there to be your knight in shining armor, especially because I only really technically have one woman that I really need to be worried about in these streets, and that's the woman that I decided to marry. And of course, my mother and my grandmother, my auntie, and all the other women in my life, those outside of family, that's blood, and my wife, I owe no loyalty to nobody else, right? I don't care how you see it. I don't care what you see in me. Oh, this is a weak man. Oh my God. Black men don't know how to protect these types of women. It's not my job. We pay the police our taxpayer dollars to take care of that. So 911, for those that don't understand, 911 is the number that I'm gonna call and be like, hey, there's a fight happening in the street. I think you need to get here because it looked like this woman might be in some serious danger. I'll give you the address and I'll stay around because I don't mind snitching, right? If a dude gonna fight a chick, I don't mind being a snitch. I'm like, look, yo, he did it for sure. I don't owe no loyalty to nobody. I told you, I don't owe no loyalty, so I will stand there and I will tell that that's the motherfucker right there. right? And look, bro, you should have did it. I don't care what you say. That's not right. We don't hit up on women. That's just it. But what we also not gonna do is get involved, because that's not my problem, right? I got too much other shit on my plate, too much other shit on my mind. And the woman that I chose to rock with, she ain't doing that shit to me. And she know better. Because if she ever tried, on God, I will check her ass in front of everybody else and say, babe, what you doing? If she ever tried, I mean, this is a hypothetical because I never see it happening. But just in case somebody feeling froggy that day, you know, I will check. I have no problem checking my bitch in public. It's just the truth. Like, I'll be like, look, I don't know what is on you. I don't know what you want today. But you need to chill the fuck out. That's what I say. That's me. Right? Because I don't mind it. I try to make sure that anything like that is done in private. But if you choose to make it a public thing, baby girl, you better relax. Because you're not about to get me to have to do something that I'm ultimately going to have to regret. Right? Because guess who's going to jail if I do the pop, pop, ping, ping? That me. Right? That ain't her. That me. So, you know, I'm talking shit, but I'm just being real. And guys, be careful who you choose to rock with, because she look like she get your ass in trouble for real. This lady looks like she's looking to see a dude fight. Like, that shit turns her on. Like, oh my God, my man defending me. My panties wet type shit. Baby girl, if you don't sit your ass down with that nonsense, talk about, oh, I expect him to fight all these dudes. Girl, if you don't sit your ass down with that. If you don't sit your ass down with that nonsense, right? Ain't no dude out here about to fight 50 dudes for you, 5 dudes for you. Hell, maybe, man, 2, you might. Nah, I wouldn't even try to. Because you don't know what type of karate or the type of MMA they know, man. That's why I'm not in these streets trying to fight, because you never know what somebody else knows. I don't care what you look like. I don't know what you know, right? I don't know if you've taken boxing lessons since you were fucking 10 years old. I don't know if you started at MMA at fucking 15. I don't know if you're a wrestler. You just gonna pick me up and throw me on, dump me on my head, because I don't know how to protect and get down to a solid base to prevent shit like that from happening. You see, there's too much and there's too many variables in a situation for a man like me to put myself in that situation. It's just not worth it. I'm a scenario type of guy. That's how my mind works. I tell you 50-50 chance. You get your ass kicked or you just might win, right? I don't like those odds, right? That's just me. I don't like those odds. But that's my time, effort, and energy. Appreciate you guys locking in. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you did like it, please feel free to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Got anything else you want to share with me, MikeThePIGuide@gmail.com. If you have any other videos you think would be worthy for me to react to, if you didn't catch that, link in the description. The link in the description there below, or my email's in the description there below. Right? That's my time, effort, and energy, man. Good doc is out. Take care. God bless. Peace.